Well, it's about 12 o'clock and I'm home, which is really good news for me, and an early day because not many people are using the bins at the moment in the present crisis. Love to say this opportunity of saying thank you to the NHS. That's fantastic. So when I get home, normally I have a cup of tea with my darling wife and I see my darling daughter, and then I'll be doing some work on the sliding doors. Well, a day in my life, and of course it does change quite a lot. At this moment, of course, we have the lockdown, which means the bins are just not filling up, and that's hence capitalism is slowing down a little bit. But it gives me a golden opportunity, as my wife likes, doing some DIY. We only had these doors, which are basically barn doors I built out of bits and pieces. So we're now doing some secondary doors, which are going to be double glazed and made out of scrap, basically. Normally I'd be at work because I do 12-hour shifts, so in a way I'm just catching up at DIY at home with the smoke alarm going off. Oh, now I've just cut the little bit off the edge of this, so it's short, because it was just hitting that little strengthening bit here. I got this, I think it's from a combine harvester, I'm not sure, but I dropped it on the floor. I didn't drop it on my foot, which is just as well, and I smashed all these bits off. But what I did is I got hold of some of this putty stuff that says it's like metal. It actually works, so I've just stuck those bits, because otherwise it was tending to fall off the rail, but now it stays on the rail. So top tip, make sure that doesn't fall on your head. Oh, that's good. Now I've just got to make it bang-proof, so when it gets slammed in a temper, it doesn't break. I need to paint this actually. It's getting a little bit bleached. It was blue like that. I think I might paint that. Made this, so these are bits, these unclip, a bit like a Lotus Esprit or a Lotus Elise convertible, and those go throwing in the back here. It's very simple actually. Now I'm going to demonstrate how I broke my arm. No, I'm not going to do that again. I slipped off and fell backwards, and then my daughter laughed. First of all, you clear all the cobwebs away, and then you press the heater on, and some people in Llanunda call me the village idiot. Collecting of things, reusing things, rebuilding things. Strangely enough, I'm a bit messy. And there are certain people here who find it very difficult to accept. Because what happens with the Land Rover is when you put the brake on, the handbrake, it always moves, it rocks, because it's a brake which is a transmission brake, not a wheel brake. Well, just to recap, a day in my life and why I am trying to promote this project, a little bit about me, Buzz Knapfish. I'm a sculptor. I went to Central St Martin's School of Art. I also was a farm labourer for an awful long time. I was dyslexic at school, but quite practical with my hands. Not very good with my short-term memory. Anyhow, we are now... So a little bit about me, and who am I? Well, I make a living as a bin man. We drive a BMW i3, which is very reasonably priced, considering. And yeah, I also like making things, and I've been busying myself doing the sliding doors. So what have I been doing on my day off? It's an unusual day for me, because it's not a normal day, what is normal? What is normal days? This day is because of the lockdown, is actually, I get off work early because you might have noticed we've cut down on our consumption. Yeah. So actually I get the privilege of the bins are not so empty, so I can go home early. We have a problem over there, there's a plug there. You can see the plug. So it means that we've got to have access here. So this is going to be actually hollow here. Then this will slide here. Like so. and that goes to here. And then that's what I have been doing up till 5:10. And then we'll have a cup of tea now. One thing I always try and put in every day, bit of fun. Quite often, if I'm doing my shift work, it's a 12-hour shift, so during my half-hour tea break, I can then make a film. Hey, were you going to mention me? No. Yes, Grippy, you're upside down. This is Grippy. Now, so if you go to my Facebook, I always do this live. So this is what we're doing. But we've also got some other guests as well. Welcome to Big Buzz TV, alive. Yes, there's been large amounts of people all saying they wanted to see the final finished sliding doors. Have you seen the film Sliding Doors? They're going to really put in some people's parliaments and some sensible ideas to do with truth. Hey, what are we doing? What are you doing down there, down by the drain, Grippy? King Boo Boo. Come on, King Boo Boo. We will go here. Right, okay. This is the day in the life of Buzz Fisher, and talking about my project, and I suppose the ideas I've got, which would be to sort of suggest that I want to join forces with other like-minded people about questioning, but not only questioning the people who are governing us and our planet, but actually to propose that we actually start governing it ourselves and start coming up with some new ideas. So as you can see, I'm a bin man in the morning, and at the moment I'm working short time because of the coronavirus. And so it gave me an opportunity. We've got a place now for the vacuum cleaner and my work things which go here. And this is the sliding door. So there's got a little wheel there. So that's what I was working up till 8 PM doing that, and I'm quite pleased with that. But I also, just to find, I've lit the fire then. Just to finish the day off is to show some paintings, because I also like painting and will be selling the paintings hopefully. My father was known for black and white paintings, and this one is birds and a cliff. So they're white birds on a black cliff. Not finished. I'm going to be adding some more birds to that. Then this one is a lone person overlooking Ramsey Island. There's a bit of colour, splash of colour. This one is looks like a crane actually, but it's actually meant to be a heron in front of some lime kilns. That was done in silver. That was more or less finished actually. Finished. This one is of Strumblehead. I finished. I rather like that one, and I'll be doing a bigger one for a commission. Oh, that's a pump going off in the background. This one I quite like. This one is more or less finished. This is one of a small cottage down in Abermawr. Oh, it's Tydamoo in front of some lime kilns. That was sort of made up actually, because it wasn't actually there. One, a Strumblehead lighthouse, which is down the road. That's a coloured version of Strumblehead House, more or less finished, that one. And winding up. Now I like these oil tankers, toxic tankers I call them, and the stop one. Now I was a lollipop man for 15 years of my life. That's the lollipop pictures, which I'll be doing more of. I may be doing an exhibition of the lollipop man, which is me. Oh, and I'm working on this one, which is me on the edge. That's a drawing of me falling off a cliff. And yes, so going to have a special offer of also my father. This is John Nat Fisher. His books. He was known for black and white paintings. I want to design a pyramid, so I'm going to be designing a pyramid. So if you follow me and subscribe, which would be excellent. And yeah, these books. So they'll be giving some of these books free. They retail at £10 apparently. Well, they never go for actually the retail price. I think, let's say £13 they retail for. Very good. It's got, shows a bit about my family history. So it's buzzofftoxic, and I'm going to bed. It's just 9 o'clock. We're eating late tonight. Okay, all the best. Good night. Love you all. Bye.